Hey guys, it's Final Master Link, and we're gonna have a look at a little Harry Potter game that I've played in the past, and I've beaten it probably over 10 times. It's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and this is actually for the Game Boy Advance. Electronic Arts, a lot of people know who they are. Don't really need to talk to, speak of them. In fact, this game cartridge I still have. It's probably only about 5 feet from me. We're just gonna start a new game. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm not gonna... I can't really imagine why you wouldn't, but whatever. I haven't seen a lot of famous movies out there. So basically what you want to know is that Harry is a wizard, and this is his third year at Hogwarts Witchcraft and Wizardry. And prior to this, I think the game might have been telling you normally you live with your cousin, the Dursleys, and Harry, got pissed off because, he's speedballing, so he just decided to run away from home, and so that's how we ended up here in this humble of homes. And they're talking about Sirius Black, which is, I think they just said he escaped from a prison or something like that. I'm just gonna assume you guys haven't read the books or seen the movies. Gameplay-wise, this is actually an RPG. It's actually a lot like, I wouldn't really say Final Fantasy, probably more like Golden Sun is what it's more like. Like, especially, like how you encounter the enemy and, like, the backgrounds. Like, you'll see in a bit. Yeah, it's telling you about card combinations. In the movie and in the books, they have famous witches and wizards cards, and in this game it equivalates to certain special attacks, or it can cause special abilities. I guess in a way they're like limit breaks or something. And so right now it's teaching about combat. Basically, combat is basically turn-by-turn based. You can attack, you can defend, you can cast magic. Well, really, casting magic is really your only way of attacking the enemy. See here, up in the upper right-hand corner, it'll show you, obviously who's gonna be going first. I'm gonna cast Flipendo. That's the only spell that's completely free. SP is stamina points. MP is magic points, as you might expect. So as you can see, Flipendo doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Now, if you really want to kill most of the enemies in the game, you want to use like Incendio. I think that takes down pretty much most enemies in a couple hits. So as you can see, we gain experience, like every other RPG in the game. You gain sickles, that's the game's currency. School robe, that's basically just equipment. And then it's telling you can equip it in case you've never played an RPG at all. You see, I wasn't actually able to get that chest there. I think there's another item that you can equip in there, if I remember right. Difficulty-wise, I'll tell you this: it's not too difficult. I mean, if you actually grind, you see, we actually got Albus Dumbledore's collector's card. Now, if you go to Folios, is it Brutai or no? That's the enemies. Oh wow, I actually have one already. Alright, what's the card combination? Snitch causes opponent to lose a turn. Okay, so it's basically... I guess you could say it's kind of like a slow effect. Let's see, what's this? Resets all party members 8 SP to maximum. Okay. So that's basically like a Karaga, I guess you could say. And yeah, there are different categories of... I don't think the categories really matter on the effect. I just think they have them just for shits and giggles. Actually, I'm going to equip that robe right now. Yeah, different you can equip gloves, hat, cloak, charm, boots, belt, the main shit that you would expect. I'm going to equip that, increase defense. But yeah, like, if you actually just grind in the game normally, like, you can keep on going through the game as many times as you want. You can just keep on grinding off of the normal enemies. And then you could probably reach level like 80 or so in just a couple of playthroughs through the game, which I think I've done. I know one of my friends has done that. Like, I lent him the game, and he said he got my file like to like level 80 something, and I was like, well shit, you played that game a lot. So anyways, the one thing that I do not like, you cannot run in this game. As far as I know, I'm almost positive you can't. And that makes it kind of a pain in the ass to get around, because honestly, Harry kind of walks like he has a stick up his ass. And one good thing is that there are no technical random enemy encounters. Basically, all the enemies you see will just appear on screen out in the field, and then when you touch them, you will enter a battle. Kind of like the way it works in Chrono Trigger or Tales of Symphonia. It's like that. All right, so let's see what's in here. Helga Hufflepuff, okay. Oh, rat tonic, that's right, I gotta get that. It's for a rat, I honestly don't know what it's for. Does this guy know? Rat tonic, blah 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 blah. Okay, down in the cellar, that sounds like a great place for it, I guess. Well then again, if I remember right in the movies, I think you're allowed to have either an owl, a cat, or a rat as like a pet when you attend school. I mean, I think that'd be something you'd keep, you know, by if there's a lot of wizards and witches going to Hogwarts, but whatever. The point is, we have a task, and we play the role of a character, and we set out to do that cast. Now, one thing I like that I'm almost positive the previous game didn't have, Chamber of Secrets, is you can actually use like spells out in the field, kind of like the HMs, like from Pokemon. And another thing is, when you use these to, you know, do something, you'll actually gain experience. And as you can see, I just leveled up. That's intentional. And so I do like it in the sense that it lets you kind of interact with the world a bit. I mean, in Pokemon, I always liked that. And yeah, in Flipendo, you can break barrels such as that. I think this is large, so yeah. Yeah, I gained experience for it too. Okay, you see that blob over there? That's actually an enemy. If I go over to it, it's a rat. Let's see. So if you use Informus, it sounds like a stupid spell, but basically what it is, it's the scan of this game. The Folio Bruti, I think it was called. Basically, it puts whatever enemy you scan that isn't a boss, it'll put it in here, and it basically you can reference it at any time to see what spell is effective or not effective against a certain enemy. I think that's actually pretty useful, because you can check it at any point in your battle. See, I can look at it at any time. And there, as you can see, there's a decent amount of enemies in the game, so... I mean, most of them are just variations, but at least they have their strengths and weaknesses, so... You know, not all rats. For this particular rat, I think it's said for Vertimilius is its weakness. Now, that may not be the case for, you know, the other rats in the game, so, like, as you can see, I've outkilled it in one shot, so, you know, it's pretty effective. So... In terms of enemy, in terms of the different varieties of enemies, there isn't really much of those. Although they possess different properties, I guess. Oh yeah, also another thing in which I like this too, because it gives you a little foresight. When you scan an enemy, and if that enemy is in the particular battle, then it'll just show the enemy sprite in place of the blob. The blob basically means you're facing the unknown. You see right here, there's a bat there, okay? So I'm going to scan that, or I call it scan. It's essentially, you know, I was just playing Final Fantasy IV, so that is like fresh in my mind right now. Alright, oh yeah, actually, I don't even know what it was weak against, shit. What was it weak against? Let's see, I can use Flipendo. Yeah, it shows some of the other spells, basically, the only way to level up your spells, or you will gain spells as the game progresses, but to level up, to get more powerful versions, you basically just repeat the same spell over and over again. For a certain number, like to me, it's kind of like the limit breaks in Final Fantasy VII. Like, once you use, Oh shit, I didn't even mean to do that. I'm actually just gonna run away. I don't care. Yeah, flee. I think you have like a very high chance to flee, so if you just really don't want to grind in the game, then you know that option is open to you. Probably isn't a bad option because I'm sure these were for kids. You know, kids that just saw the movie or are fans of the movie. Yeah, I bet it could. Yeah, sometimes the characters will talk to one another. Usually pertaining to what's going on in the game, not entirely what goes on in like the actual movie, because this never happened in a movie. But I can understand the route they took, because you have to have some kind of game time of, you know, you doing something. So here's another like extremely simple puzzle, and you know, they have this in like the PlayStation versions too. Like if anyone who's watching my Let's Play of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, there's tasks similar to what you do in this game. Like Flipendo, you can push shit around with it. I don't want to interact with you. See, there's a chest right here. What is it? Another collector's card. Awesome. Oh yeah, Lumos. So like I always do like, you know, kind of sort of interacting outside of battle in some ways. So I think this does make it a bit different than other RPGs, I guess. Yeah, there's actually a door there. I thought that was fucking weird the first time I played this game. Luckily, these moves do not consume NP, so you can just spam them as much as you want, and that's a good thing, so in case you fuck some shit up. You see, you might have seen that rat over there. I'm actually... Oh, I don't have any potions? Well, fuck. I could have sworn I had some potions. I might actually get my ass handed to me, then. See, that rat over there is basically your boss, but I would like to have at least one potion. Maybe there's one here. Antidote to common poisons. That's not what I wanted. Well, shit. I might die, actually. Holy fuck. That's some crazy shit right there. See, this guy's level 5. In reality, I probably should have grinded. Well, actually, let's use some of these if we can. Let's see, replenish edge aim SP. Yeah. You know what the fuck? Let's do that. I'm gonna show these off anyways. Party is revived. Okay. So I guess it's like a Mega Phoenix down, something like that. I don't know. See, yeah, we can't use Informus because it's considered a boss. So let's see what this does. I just wanted to show it off. Oh, so it distracts the opponent. Okay. Oh, so it like Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't move. Okay. I'm just gonna guess Incendio works well on it. I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to grind to some extent because, like, you know, I'm probably gonna get my ass handed to me. I don't even have any potions, and on top of that, I'm out of MP right now. So it's like, well, shit. I mean, this game isn't too bad if you generally know what you're doing. Then you can usually do a decent job with the bosses. And of course, you gain, if you know the series, you're gonna have Ron and Hermione in your party, basically the whole fucking game. Well, shit, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me now, so that's kind of lame. Also, another thing is, I think when you level up, you regain your MP and SP, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, I actually missed that time. Who'd have fucking thought? I wonder if I can get him. Be a fucking miracle if I can. No, he's gonna kill me, isn't he? Yeah, he killed me. Well, shit. Still, this isn't too bad of a game. The sprites of Harry are actually... Well, not only Harry, but every character in the game is sprited really well. Like, it looks just like their counterparts would in like, the movie. So I do give him some points for that. Everything's well represented. Game isn't too difficult, but it isn't too challenging either. I mean, I wouldn't expect a Harry Potter game to be balls to the walls difficult. Shit, it's already been 15 minutes. I've talked like the whole fucking time. That's basically all I have to show about this game. If you're a Harry Potter fan, if you have a Game Boy Advance or emulator in my case, it's not a bad little thing to pick up if you're a fan. And for that, I'll see you guys next time.